Okay.
Hello, everybody.
Hey.
Hi.
Yo.
Hi.
Oh,
How are we all doing today, team?
pretty awesome. Got my coffee. Happy days.
Aim.
I don't have
Got
any
my
coffee.
coffee
I don't have any
you have
cup. I don't
coffee?
have any tea either. What's going on? Yeah.
Get your shit together, Jordan.
Where's
what kind
the
of
mug?
producer are you?
Yeah,
I've got mine.
man, we should all have our mugs. This
Oh,
is
fuck,
poor.
I don't have my mug. I've got like just
Yeah.
a generic
no.
mug.
You've all got mugs except me. They're not all the same, but we're close. All right, next episode, I'm going to have my mug. Thanks to Tessa.
Better.
Great idea.
And
that. I
I'll
really like
upgrade
those
my
mugs.
mug and make sure that I've got our special mug as well. We'll get all mugged
Other
up.
than your mugless situation, how are you doing, Jordan?
I'm good. I have a story. I went on holiday, right? So I went on holiday to a place called Wanaka, which is in the South Island of New Zealand, and we went skiing there. It's winter over here. We went skiing, and so anyway, I ride a scooter, right? I've got this little moped that like just does 100 k's, like just like downhill if you lean forward. Anyway, it's irrelevant to the story. So I took it to the airport, which is it's on the right. You got to go down the motorway. 100 k's is important. So I took it to the airport anyway. So I clipped my helmet on. I always do. Went on holiday. Came back. Somebody stole my helmet.
Oh.
So I was like, okay, what am I supposed to do now? I've got no helmet. It's like midnight. I was thinking, this totally sucks. Like, who steals a guy's helmet? Like, of all things, I'm like, what do I do? So I ended up having to drive all the way home without a helmet, which was dodgy as shit.
Yeah.
Luckily, it was only 15
From the
minutes. but-
airport here in Auckland.
yeah, I know, right?
Oh my
all
God,
the way to
those
Mount
roads are
Eden.
huge.
So all right, so the biggest problem was, okay, one, the safety of it all. Don't hate me. But the second biggest problem was wind in my eyes. So
Yes.
I dug around in the bottom
Ooh.
of the scooter, right, and got into the barrel of the damn thing, and I found these glasses that were just like hilarious. These round, like ridiculous looking glasses. So I was going down the motorway, no helmet, with these stupid glasses on my face. And the moral of the story is don't ride without a helmet, but also I got away with it, so that's good.
So
And
do ride without a helmet as long as
Don't
no
do
one
it.
catches
It's-
you.
it was my near-death experience. I felt like I wasn't.
Far out.
Yeah.
How
Don't
scary.
steal
Steal a
people's helmets.
helmet.
Take my bike.
Yeah.
Don't take my helmet. Man, now I can't even ride it. So, yeah,
Sucks.
not the
That
best story
sucks.
in the world, but
Have you replaced
Worth a
your
share.
helmet yet?
yeah, I have. Much
Awesome.
to my disgust.
Did you love your other helmet? Was there anything
No, it
particularly
was a
special
piece of
about
crap.
it?
That's the
Oh.
worst thing. It was invaluable. Like it was not. It had no monetary value. Why would you? Someone? I'm like, what? You had to break the helmet to get it out of my bike. I'm like, what?
Are you serious?
Yeah, I'm like, what? What value did you get from
Maybe
taking
some
it?
weird drunk high person was wandering around the airport
The
just
airport.
for shits and giggles and went, oh, that's an awesome idea.
I
Let's
know.
do that.
I don't know.
Who knows?
But yeah, there's no moral to the story, really. I couldn't have locked it on any better. I don't really know what I could have done differently, but had a good holiday and then came back to that. It's like, oh man, this is not what I needed. So anyway,
It's
you
never
guys
fun.
can continue now.
I'm glad you got home safe.
Yeah, me too.
So unfair. All right. Well, thank you for sharing your story, Jordan. I feel a little bit sad about humanity knowing that someone's just stolen a helmet and not taken the bike. You'd think if you're going to steal, you're absolutely right to take both. But, you know, people do what people do, I suppose. So with that in mind, hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Good Talkers podcast. I don't know if that was a smooth introduction or not. That felt
Yeah, we might have to edit that so that it sounds more like a really pro-level segue. Like,
oh, that
Hey.
was rubbish. Utter rubbish.
Continue on.
Look,
I'm not
do I
taking
go
it
again,
out.
or do
I
we
never
just
do.
let it
No,
roll
carry
on?
Keep
Just
going.
keep
You know
going.
the rules.
Just
once
push
we
through,
start, we
push
start.
through.
Ah, no. All right. Hi, welcome back. Hi, everybody. Welcome back to the Good Talkers podcast. I am Tessa Livingston, and as always, I am joined by Ashton Helgen. Hi, Ashton.
Hello.
And Deanna Cooney.
G'day, g'day.
And lovely producer Jordan. Hi, Jordan.
Yeah, I'm here. You heard from me already. That's enough out of me.
All right. Well, today, everybody, we are continuing our awesome chat from the last episode on demos. We got such good feedback on the first one that we wanted to dive deeper into demo making. Now, just to start us off with this episode, lots of us have worked with demos, but none of us are demo producers. So if you're looking to get your demos made and things like that, do reach out to someone who does it professionally, because they'll be able to give you all the awesome advice. But for the time being, let's see what we have to say about it. So let's kick it off. My page was in the wrong place, so I'm just going to scroll down. I'm not having a good day. Oh,
It's okay. It's all right.
Oh, my goodness.
This isn't a podcast about scrolling screens. It's a podcast about voiceovers. It's fine. You're
It's a
good.
podcast
Just
about
keep
voiceovers.
going, okay? Just push through. Push
Keep
through.
going. All right. The first question I have about... I'm going to try that again. All right, here we go. Okay, so the first question I have about making a demo and other things that we can add to it is whether to have music or not to have music in your demo. Oh, Deanna's already got her hand up. She's so excited. All right, Deanna, I'm going to throw straight to you.
Okay, so as a commercial voiceover coach, I am not like an engineer, right? I don't do the production side of demos, but I help heaps of people with demos, right? And so my involvement with demo production is on the preparation side, so working out, you know, what copy you're going to use, what kinds of reads you're going to include on it, making sure that you've got like versatility on display and that kind of thing. I help people develop their demos, and then at the other end of the demo production process, I help them work out what order things are going to go together in and what's going to best display their talent and ability and range and stuff, right? And something that's come up heaps and heaps and heaps lately is the use of music, right? So what I've found is that there's a lot of demo producers out there that kind of lean on using demos as a way of showing their skill set, right? And so there's a bit of overproduction happening. There's music under everything. And the music is kind of loud and all the bells and whistles are on display, right? But really, a demo is about your voice. It's not about the production. We're not trying to demonstrate that you can be produced really nicely by a demo producer, right? What we're trying to do is show off your voice. So music is really helpful if it makes that particular read sound better, right? But it's really, really important, I believe, and I tell this to everybody who I talk to about demos, it's really important to have at least one track on there that's bare voice, right? Well-produced voice, but bare voice, okay? Because then we get to hear, as the listener, what you can do with no bells and whistles attached. Just you, just your skills, just your ability to storytell. Does that make sense?
That's
totally
really,
makes sense.
really interesting. Yeah, because on my current demo, I have all of them have music underneath them. But again, I picked and produced all my stuff, so that's why I did that. Is that a conversation you would have with your producer beforehand, being like,
Yes.
I want one beer, I want, yeah, that's
Well,
something
what
you would
I
talk to
would
them about?
do, what I always tell people to do is ask for all of the tracks just voice, ask for the tracks with music under them, and like if that's what the demo producer has done. But also I want everything individually as well. So yes, send me a fully compiled demo, your best version of my demo as the producer, you know, like put it together in what you think is appropriate. But I need all of the tracks to be individually delivered to me as, you know, independent tracks so that I can either put things on my website or send them out as independent samples. Or if I want to, I can rearrange the order at any point, right? Because sometimes the order might want to be shifted around so that it presents best, right? And if you get them to send you the tracks with music underneath, but also without music underneath, you then have the choice going forward of how you utilize those tracks.
So I have never done that before, but I think that's a fabulous idea. Have you ever met any resistance from somebody when you have asked for the individual recordings of the tracks that you put on your demo?
Not in Australia, right? But I also, and I haven't done it outside of Australia. So I can't say what it would be like outside of Australia. But we don't have the same kind of rock star mentality around demo producers in Australia as what you guys do in the US. You know, there's some really, really amazing demo producers. And your demo production process is quite different to our demo production process. It just doesn't have the same degree of like, oh my God, demo producer's amazing kind of stuff. You know, it's just not how we operate at this point. That might change going forward, but because of that, because there's not as much value placed on, oh, my demo was produced by this person, right? And look at the amazing work that they did. The producers over here are happy to just give you what you've got, for in my experience.
That's really interesting. I feel like, I don't want to say, I mean, the people that I have worked with on my demos that I've hired to produce my demos are wonderful, amazing human beings. So I wouldn't want to say that like, oh, I feel like they wouldn't give those to me, but I feel like it's almost, I wouldn't want to like offend them. Be like, you put in so much work, because my demos are very produced. Like I know that they are, but that's kind of what I wanted. It's kind of what I paid for. But having heard you specifically talk about so I've been thinking about revamping my commercial demo lately. It's done really well for me, but it's been like 3 years.
Yep.
And so I feel like now maybe my skills are 3 years more. You know,
Of course
I'm
they
up
are.
my skills for 3 years more. I've been working for 3 years more. And while that demo has served me well, I feel like it's not showing off the skills that I have now.
It's not.
And so, yeah, so I feel like I need to revamp my demo. And there's some really great things on there that I would want to keep. But there's also things that I would like to add. And I think that the idea of having a bare voice segment, even if it's very small, is a great idea.
It's so valuable, right? Because if someone can hear what you can do, right, they have a very, very clear understanding of your skill set. And bare voice on a demo cuts through, especially if there's a few, like if you've got 5 tracks on your demo, right? Let's just say there's 5 on there and 4 of them have music and 1 of them doesn't. The one that doesn't have music like stands out like crazy. And it's a really, really beautiful way to grab attention again as well, you know?
Yeah.
I wonder because I don't think I would know what an overproduced voice demo would sound like. And this might be a bit of an odd question, but do we have any thoughts as to like, so if you did get your demo done and a production person sent it back to you, what would you be listening for to see what was overproduced or whether it wasn't?
You would be looking for how much does my voice stand out in this process? Right? Like, where is my voice in the overall mix of things? It's a voice demo, right? It's not a advertising demo. It's not a production demo, right? It's a demo that is supposed to show off your voice. So if your voice is getting lost, if when you're listening to it, you're having to like pull the voice out of all of the other sounds that are going on in that demo, you're not being showcased. Production is being showcased.
Yeah, that's a good point. And I feel like production in itself is not a bad thing, but if it's not serving you, like if it's like you said, if it's serving the person who made your demo more than it's serving you, then that's kind of shitty. Like,
it's really shitty. That's not what you're fucking paying for, right?
No,
And the more work you do, the more of that like really produced kind of content you're going to have to add to your demo, right? Because when you go and you're part of a piece of advertising, for instance, and we are talking about commercial demos here, right? So when you're part of a piece of advertising, particularly if it's a visual piece of advertising, your voice is not the primary storytelling tool. So in a fully produced TV commercial, right, your voice isn't necessarily supposed to stand out as the biggest, most like obvious component of it. But a voiceover demo, that's what it's fucking for.
Right. Right. And I feel like, honestly, if I put myself in the shoes of a talent buyer or a casting agent, and I'm hearing somebody's demo and it sounds way overproduced, I might think that whoever made this demo had to compensate for this person's lack of skills. And therefore, you know, while the demo may sound great, that doesn't necessarily mean that maybe this person can do that. Exactly.
That's why bare voice is so important, right? You take away all the bells and whistles and you've got nothing but that person's talent on display. right? Yeah, we can sweeten the voice and we can add all the bits and pieces in the production to the voice itself, but you can't polish a turd, right? You cannot take a piece of shit like voiceover and make it sound really, really nice, but you can hide it, right? You can hide
I know
all
some
the
good
crap.
producers that could shine up the turd a little. Like they can definitely Frankenstein a turd together and make it something all right, but it's never not going to be a turd.
Exactly. Right? And then you're stuck with something where you hire someone as a casting person, as a casting director or whatever, you hire someone based on their demo and they get into the studio or they're a freelancer and they return you something that isn't anything like what's on the demo. And that's a fucking disaster for everyone. It wastes time, it wastes money, it breaks trust. You just won't work with those people ever again, right? Like it's not an appropriate way to go. I would have a demo with bare voice all the way through it over even underproduced tracks, right? Like if I had to choose, if someone said to me, okay, Deanna, you can only have a bare voice demo or you can have something that's produced, I'd pick bare voice every single day of the week.
I would really love to ask like a casting director or a talent buyer their opinion on this, because I really feel like it's really interesting. I would love to hear what somebody had to say. So if there's anybody out there that wants to contact us, if you are somebody who wants to give us your 2 cents about this topic, we would love to hear it. Yeah.
I think that's so very, very interesting. I now kind of want to add something that's bare voice to mine. I'm like, I need to think about that and put some stuff in. But Deanna, you touched on something else that I also wanted to jump back to. You mentioned about taking a demo and putting it in different orders. Now, that's not something I've ever considered before. Tell us a bit about that. Why would you ever be switching up your demo?
Well, at the very beginning, you want the order to have you put your best voice forward, right? And so it's really important structurally that first and foremost, your strongest reads are at the start. But personally, I would rather have one strong read on a demo than 5 that get shitter as you go through the demo. Do you know what I mean? Like really, that whole concept of put your best track first is kind of a bit of a weird thing because they should all be good. You should only have things on your demo that are kick-ass, that like are the best of you. Right? And the best of you might not be the best, like won't be the same as the best of other people, right? But it has to be the best of you. The other thing that you want to consider in terms of order is what's the market after right now? Okay, so my demos used to have my retail stuff up front because I'm a really strong retail voice, right? But the market right now doesn't want retail. So I've still got retail on my demo, but it's further back, right? So that people are listening to what's most current and modern and contemporary right from the get-go. Does that make sense?
Yeah. So question, Deanna, what is first on your demo now? Like what kind of a read do you have first?
Oh, it's a really like close-up, warm, this kind of read, right? And it's really intimate and I can play it for you if you want.
Yes.
Do you want to hear my demo?
I would love that.
All right, well, you guys chat amongst yourselves for a second. I've actually got 2 demos at the moment, right? I've got a demo that is my compilation and I've got a demo that is really natural reads. So I can play both of them for you if you like and you can kind of have a listen. And I use one of them as the compilation is currently sitting on my agent's website, right? And on my website. And the natural one is what I send out to studios when they go, hey, we need to hear your natural reads and stuff, right? We just want that. So I'm in the process of actually doing a rejig at the moment. So this is why this is just such a present thing for me because I'm literally in the process of doing this. Anyway, you guys chat. I'm going to go and find my demos and then I can play it for you. All right, I'm back. I have demos to play. Are we ready? Okay. All right, let me just hit share sound. Okay. All right. Okay. So this is my current demo. It's actually quite old, right? Like there's a lot of tracks on this that are old, but my voice isn't changing that much anymore. You know, I'm 47 years old. My voice hasn't changed very much in the last kind of 5 years or so. So it's okay for me to have a demo like this, but there's things on it that that are missing from the modern kind of advertising landscape in Australia right now. So that's why I've got 2 demos.
Okay. question before you play your demo. Is there things on this demo that are just strictly for demo purposes, or this showcase done?
This is all work I've done.
Oh,
All of it.
Okay.
Yeah. So all of this is work I've done. The other demo, there's a couple of tracks on it. No, there's one track on the other demo, and it's the first track that I recorded specifically for the demo. But it's interesting because since I recorded that, I've done that kind of work, and I could really easily replace it with work that I've done since then, right? But at the time, I didn't have that kind of work on my demo. So I went and caught up with a producer mate of mine, jumped in his studio, and we specifically recorded some things so that we could add them to my demo, right? So this is the first demo.
It has a highly creative platform for users and an enriched menu. But it's not an Apple. It's perfect for business, allows talk-to-talk for similar users. But it's not a BlackBerry. It's the Fig. There's 3. They're a bit different. How good would it be if everyone gave you not 1 but 2 Christmas presents? How good would it be if you had not 1 but 2 office parties? And how good would it be if you got not 1 but 2 roast chickens in your Red Rooster double value festive feast? Good news. You do. Introducing the exhilarating 5-star brilliance of the new Camry Atara range from Toyota. 3 stylish models boasting enhanced performance and even more intelligence. 6-speed sequential shift, smart start and entry, Bluetooth phone and media streaming, live performance efficiency monitoring, reverse camera, dual zone air and more. Oh, no. Oh, come on. Oh. Oh. Oh, no. A beautiful APG home plus 25k to create your ultimate kitchen. All AEG appliances and an expert kitchen designer to bring your ideas to life. Complete your dream home with your ultimate kitchen. Visit apghomes.com. Peace from debts. At lifeafterdebt.com.au. We give you the support and financial solutions to achieve it. For example, we can freeze the interest on your loans, consolidate your debts, and work out an achievable repayment plan. Well, here's to your beautiful new home. It looks amazing. I'm totally jealous, of course. And look at your furniture, Lynn. Wow. Here's another Fig fact you may not have figured. After many, many, many hours, Buddha found enlightenment at the Fig. Make what you love, what you do. Come to Central's Open Arvo on Wednesday, September 18 and find out how.
Okay, so that is my quite heavily retail demo with a couple of other bits and pieces in it.
That was so fantastic. Like I'm envious. I wish my demo sounded like that. It's so good.
Yeah, it's cool, isn't it?
Amazing.
What
I
did you
just
like about it?
smiled the whole way through it. There's just so much life in it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And you can hear that
of your voice.
And it's not overproduced, right? Like it's not overproduced.
Yeah.
So, but mind you, these are all pieces that were produced specifically to go to air, right? So, you know, there's that. But also I picked tracks for my demo that really showcase my voice.
Right.
You know, like I didn't pick tracks that are like full of bells and whistles. There's a couple of bits and pieces in there, but you'll hear that there's a great deal of just voice in there. And the voice is the primary thing that's going on.
And I loved, so when you first started talking about how you thought on demos that there should be pieces of just your voice. And so I was thinking about my demo. I'm like, man, how would that even work? But like now listening to yours, the transition between the pieces that don't have music or bells and whistles underneath to the things that do, it's flawless. Like it is beautiful.
And I didn't do that, right? I hired someone to do that. I outsourced that part of it, you know. The next one I'm going to play you, I did put together myself. So it's not as, I don't think it's as nicely produced. They're fully produced tracks, right? But I layered them together. I chose the order and I did the fades between tracks and stuff. So it'll be interesting to hear if you can hear the difference in it, all right? Do you want me to play the other one now? So this is my natural kind of more like modern, more recent kind of demo.
Yes,
all right, let's
love to hear
This
it.
country is world famous for our wide open spaces and the roads that connect them. From crossing the enormous Nullarbor Plain to the breathtaking Great Ocean Road. But how about the streets that mean the most to us? Like Kenny Street in Richmond, Melbourne. In a perfect world, the perfect toddler would be a perfect eater. In the real world, you need a more balanced approach.
Next week.
Thinking about moving, not moving podcasts, but moving house. When you are, be sure to think Clean Heat. With online sign-up, we make moving your gas as easy as can be. Clean Heat, let life flow. There is no place quite like the Southwest. Having the bush trails or the beaches all to yourself. The secret spots that only the locals know about. A home where you can enjoy more stars and more space. More freedom for the things that matter most. And a place that feels perfect for you. It's your 3rd month of glamping and you can't remember the sky being this beautiful. You relax by the campfire as you keep your Saturday dreams alive with a ticket in this week's Saturday Lotto draw. What does it mean to just feel safe? Not just safe from harm or flying fists or family abuse, but just to feel safe again. It means everything. Which is why Parkerville offers therapeutic care and advocacy for children, as well as family, youth and foster services. And with your donation, we can make WA feel like a safe place for all our kids.
Just so good, Deanna.
It's
so
fantastic.
good. The thing that I marveled at was the very, very first one, and you're so right. It's so snuggled and it's so. The thing is, I'm going to put easy in quotation marks. It sounds easy, like
Yes.
It
like
sounds
you're doing
effortless.
so little. But I
Yeah.
know that it sounds effortless, and I know that the technical skill in that is just amazing. And that's why, like, when I listened to it, I was like, my brain was like, oh, that just sounds so simple. And then the other part of my brain went, that's real hard. Like, well done. It's gorgeous. It's
Thanks.
gorgeous.
Yeah, I really like it. I like all of the. It's a challenge, right? Because I'm like, what do I keep? All of it. You know, I can't have a 10-minute long fucking demo, right?
I mean, you could, but
yeah.
you know.
No one would listen to it though.
Right.
You know. So thank you. I appreciate that. Like, that's really, really lovely. But from a demo perspective, you can see how different those two demos are, right?
Yes, very.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
You know,
And I
like,
could see how sending them to different clients would be would serve you really well.
Yes. And if you don't get your tracks delivered individually to you as individual standalone files, you don't get to do that shit, right?
Yeah.
You basically have what the demo producer chooses for you. And that's not to say they'll do a bad job, right? If you hire the right person, they'll do a fucking excellent job and they'll talk to you and they'll take you in your thoughts and opinions into consideration and stuff. But as an early career voiceover artist, you kind of hand over a lot of your power to the other people that
Yes.
are around you. And that can be a real problem. And I'm a massive advocate for actually holding on to your fucking power right from the get-go. And part of that is asking for things like, please, I'd like you to deliver me all of the tracks independently. And if anyone pushes back on you, you go, hello, I'm paying you for this, okay?
Right.
This is a
Right.
business relationship. Yes, you're producing my demo, but I hired you to produce my
Right.
demo. It's my
Right.
demo and they're my tracks. It's my voice. And if anyone is in a position where they're saying to you, well, actually, it's mine now because I produced it, you should just tell them to fuck off.
Just tell them to fuck off. All right. Great.
Get a bit of Aussie into you, right? Fuck off.
Love
Oh,
that.
man.
All right. Well, I've got a new question which doesn't involve telling people to fuck off, but I would like to know, because just listening to my own demo in comparison to the one that you've just played for us, the more natural one, Deanna, is that my commercial demo has quite a bit of range in it. I'm using lots of different bits and pieces. Is there a benefit to having a demo that is really nailed down into a specific like genre or type or trend, or like do you think there's an advantage to having one of those?
I think there's an advantage to having one. I don't think it should necessarily be the primary decision-making kind of element, you know, like it comes down to who are you sending this demo to? What do they need? And this is why having flexibility in how you put your demo together is really, really important, because the diversity in clientele now is enormous, right? So having the capacity to just put together a few tracks into a custom demo for someone is really, really helpful. And your compilation demo that sits in a place where everyone gets to just go and have a listen to what you generally sound like across the things that you do in the commercial space is really, really valuable, So I think having lots of diversity, especially if you're working in the global kind of environment and space, is really, really important. But really what it comes down to is who are you showing your demo to and what kind of work are you trying to get, right? Because that's people will hire you for what's on your demo. That's what it's for.
Right.
Couldn't agree with you more, Deanna. Couldn't agree with you more. Now, is this a good time for us to move on to sounds I can't make? It said can, and then I read can't, and then I was like, can we make them? Sounds I can't make. Woo! Let's give it a whirl. So today, I have a sound that is a video I found on TikTok, because I spend quite a bit of time there these days, and it's a little animal video, because they make me just happy. The happiest person. They just make me happy. Now,
Same.
so this is I'm gonna play the sound for you, and then we'll give it a whirl, because I have tried to make this sound before, so I've got a little bit of a head start, but I couldn't make it properly. So I'm excited to see who can. So just give me a little moment
so
while
nervous
I find
right
it.
now. If you couldn't make the sound properly, that worries me.
No, there's a good reason. There's a really good reason why I couldn't make it. Right, where's it gone? Is it in my albums? We'll cut this bit out, right?
No, we will not. Listening to you fumble through your phone's awesome.
So entertaining.
It's so entertaining. And if I stopped commentating on myself and what I was doing, it would probably get cut out because it would just be silent. But no, I choose to keep talking.
Yeah. What a shock that you're a voiceover artist.
Ba-dum-bum.
What a shock. What a shock.
Maybe this bit can just be sped up. Jordan, can you speed bits up when you're producing demo? Can you make something go like that?
Yes, you can.
Let's just take that bit and just put it over the entire thing. I think you nailed that.
Sounds I can make.
Sounds I can make. All right, here we go. It's got some speaking in it as well, but you'll be able to hear the sounds.
This is Willow. She really loves food. She's most known around the internet.
So could you hear that cute little
That little
sound?
Yeah, that little
yeah.
thing.
So I'm gonna play it for you again. This is Willow. Willow is a corgi. A very cute little corgi.
This is Willow. She really loves food. She's most known around the internet as the corgi that howls while she eats. The first time this happened, Willow was around 4 months old. After the initial
Oh, pause it there.
There's
I should
this
have cut
trill
it down.
in it.
Yes. And so this is where I had the issue, because there is a particular sound that I can't figure out how to make. Now, when I first originally did it, I did it like this.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to quiz you. Do we think this is correct?
No.
I don't think that matches the sound.
I think it's it's almost like a throat trill, not like a tongue trill.
It's like from
this,
the
it's
back. Yeah.
Do you know what I
Almost.
reckon it is? It sounds like a uvula trill.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Which is
I was waiting.
yes. Okay. Jordan, thank you so much for blowing your horn.
You know
Question is, Jordan?
Uvula?
Yes.
Uvula trill. What is this? Explain.
So a uvula is that little dangly thing at the back of your throat. And a trill happens when another part of your body hits against it in a quick succession. So if I do a tongue trill, it's my tongue hitting the roof of my mouth. For a uvula trill, it's the base of your tongue hitting your uvula. It's the base of the tongue, isn't it?
Well, it's like the middle
It's
of
gotta
the.
be.
It's not really the. it's not the full base of your tongue.
No,
but
it's
it
not
would
the
be the
full
back
base.
of the body, like the
Yes,
very
back of the body.
of the body.
That's the description I was after.
Yeah.
Now, the best sound that everybody seems to know is like a uvula trill is Chewie from Chewbacca from
Yeah.
Star Wars.
Yes.
Which is a sound I just cannot
That
make.
wasn't it. Who
There's a
can
bonus.
who can actually
Dying
do a
seagulls or
chewy noise?
I can't do
No.
Chewbacca.
Jordan, can you do Chewbacca?
No,
And this
I
is
don't think so.
Jordan, can you do Chewy?
That's
Do that again.
He just did the sound.
Do it
like
again.
that's the sound from the video.
Do it again. Wow. That
Maybe
wasn't
that.
your tongue, was it?
Back, right at the back. Yeah.
You just did a uvula trill. Do
I'll
it
take
again.
it.
Oh, you're really good at that.
You're really
Look
good.
at our faces. We're just like, get the fuck out. Like 3 voiceover artists and an engineer, and he's like a fucking pro. And I can't even do it.
I'll take it. It's first time ever.
So I can do it in a word. So like if I go to say like like that uvula fricative sort of sound, like, but I can't seem to get it to go. It just sounds sick.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna
It's not
try like for
trying to
real.
sniff real hard.
All right.
I'm getting pumped up.
Come on, Ashley. Come on.
Okay.
Oh, that was pretty good. I don't know if it
I
sounded like the
practiced
dog.
it, I bet I could. It doesn't sound like a dog, but it was a uvula trill. Like it was. That was it. It doesn't sound very
Yes.
pleasant,
What
but
it
that
needs-
was the motion.
What it needs to sound like the dog is it needs the right pitching. So you need that sound, but in the uvula trill.
Because the dog is also howling, correct? This
Yes.
is like the dog's weird
Yeah, so-
howl.
Yeah. So we've got this elongated face shape, and we've got the uvula trill, and we've got the pitching.
Nice. Nice.
Good.
Nice.
Sounds like a very messed
See
up
if you
pigeon.
can
That
see if
pigeon
you
is
can like
messed
push it up into head voice really, really hardcore, because it sounds like it's still kind of nasal space,
Yeah.
right? It sounds to
Yeah.
me like it's coming out of the front of your face. See if you can like really like send the sound, and this is a visual thing, right? And visual stuff doesn't work for everybody, but it's a way that you can kind of try to send your voice into a different resonating space, right? So try to imagine it coming up out of the top of your head and moving towards the ceiling. Just see what happens then.
I'm trying to find the pitch, but
Might
That
need
was
a bit
good.
more
now I'm
push.
losing the trill.
It might need a bit more push as well, like a bit
Yeah.
more, bit more
Yeah,
air.
I was hearing needed more breath support too. I heard that.
Yeah,
so
probably.
give it, Ashton, one more.
right.
Get
Big
that
breath.
support in there.
Get that support going.
Much better, I think.
It's getting there. If I practiced it, I could do it.
Yeah, I agree. Tess,
It's not as good as Jordan's, but you know.
it's great. It's amazing.
I'm gonna play it. I'm gonna play those two little bits really quickly, one last time.
This is Willow. She really loves food. She's most known.
All right.
So it's like this. The pitch is like this.
God, this content, honestly.
I can't.
Oh, I just don't know what to say sometimes.
I love that all of us immediately dive into doing this.
Yeah. Fucking dolphining that shit. What the hell has happened?
What? Did you do it? Do it. Go.
That was good.
Push the base of your fucking tongue up with your fingers.
Okay.
Right up there, right up in the in like the glandular space. Yeah.
Oh.
But really relax the throat as well. So no pushing. It's just.
I can't even do the trill.
bug in my throat. I know, I think I pushed you. Oh, it's really good for your in-breath too. Hang on, listen to this.
That's that same dog snoring. That's what that was.
Yes, yes, that's what that is.
Yeah,
You're right.
That's what, like a pug or a Frenchie that's like struggling with life.
Oh, I love
Okay,
it.
this is definitely a sound that I, Deanna Cooney, cannot make. Cannot make it right now.
I'm gonna give myself like a 70%, but only if I'm allowed to stick my fingers in my throat.
You can, of course, you can stick your fingers in your throat, darling. Just don't hurt yourself, okay?
Oh,
No hurting, no hurting.
No hurting,
okay,
no
good.
hurting.
Good.
Okay. Oh, wow, that's hard. Jeez. Oh, wow. Okay. Are we done with that segment now?
all right,
Because,
well,
I just don't think I can put any more effort into that.
I think we're all Chewbacca out. Like I think that
and
we're
Willow
done.
the dogged out, maybe.
Yeah.
I think, Jordan, you win this round. Like,
Yeah.
Totally.
absolutely. You can make that sound. It's amazing.
I'll
Killed
take
it.
Don't expect such things ever again. 1 in 50, I'm going with it.
Oh, well, look, team, I think we've done a fantastic job today. We've expanded upon our demo making, which is always so valuable. I feel like that is the question that comes up first and foremost, apart from equipment. People are like, how do I make a demo and what equipment do I need? Like they're the first common questions, right?
They really are, right? Like, that's what people come to me all the time with. They say, "Okay, cool. So I want to get into voiceover. So tell me what I need to buy so that I can record myself, and tell me how to get a demo made." And I always say to them, back the truck up, right? Because first you need to know how to do the job, right?
Yeah.
First, you need to know how to use your voice and what your voice sounds like and how to interpret copy and all of the performance-y things that go with it, right? But once you're ready to do a demo, it's really important that you don't just get led down a path that isn't going to serve you really well.
Yeah, absolutely. And I love when people say that you shouldn't make a demo until somebody else tells you you're ready to make a demo, like a coach or a person you trust, saying, yeah, you have enough skills. Like, okay, I think you're ready to make a demo. Because if you go in and you try to make a demo, like it's not going to serve you. Like it's not going to, even if the demo turns out great because you hired a really great team and a producer, like what's going to happen if you get hired for that job and you can't deliver?
Yeah.
What's going to happen? Don't make your demo until you are ready to make your demo. It's a commitment. It's a lot.
Yeah, and I think that was also like what you were saying last time as well, Deanna, is that if you want to make a demo before other people have told you that you're ready, just be aware that that is the work and that is the market that you'll be working in. Is that what you were going to say as well?
Yeah, 100%. That's what I was going to say. You know, like you can make a demo whenever you want, and you should have samples. The second you say to the world, I'm ready to be hired, you need samples, like you just do. So there's nothing wrong with having a demo real early before anyone else has told you that you're ready. But the quality of the demo will dictate the quality of the work that you get. So you just got to keep that in mind. And it really depends on where you want to insert yourself. If you're interested in working on high quality productions with decent budgets, you're going to have to make sure that your skill set is appropriate for that and that your demo demonstrates, because that's what it's for, right? Demonstrates that you're capable. And those are the things to consider.
You know, I have never considered that demo was short for anything.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Demonstration, that makes a lot. I've never, it just... to me, it
Learn
was just
something
like
new.
a word.
Things I learned today.
We need to end this episode immediately.
I was 28 years old when...
Well, there you go. Excellent. Excellent. You can.
It was short.
So if nobody learned anything else from this, they, I hope, learned that demo is short for demonstration.
I think I need to take a nap. I don't...
Oh,
do
we
this
should wrap.
anymore.
Yeah. I think we're done.
Oh, well, look. I'll take lead on that then, shall I? We've talked about demos. We've learnt that it's called demonstration, and we have partially achieved a sound, which, you know, Jordan pipped us all today. He's done great. Well done, Jordan. Mm-hmm. So if you have any questions about voiceover, or you'd like to share some stories, some moments from the booth that you have experienced, we would love to hear from you. You can send us a voice note, a video, an email, whatever you like. We just want to hear from you. You can email that to thegoodtalkerspodcast@gmail.com. And if you type in the Good Talkers Podcast into any of your socials, you will find us somewhere. We are all over the place. So thank you so much, everybody, for
all
doing
over the place.
Yeah, no joke.
Thank you so much, everybody. I hope you've enjoyed our demonstration of a podcast. Is that shitty? Is that a poor pun?
Demonstration. I don't know.
All right, I'm signing off now, team. Bye.
Bye. See you next time.